Hey everybody, this is Tina with 85th House Vibrations, and this is your weekend forecast from March 30th through April 1st, 2018. I'm still trying to wake up a little bit here. It's a beautiful morning in Dallas. The sun is shining, but I don't think I'll start shining yet. Um, I'm sitting here drinking some interesting coffee. It's got some Reese's peanut butter cup type creamer in it. It's interesting. It's pretty good. Okay, so enough about me. We are doing a 5 card spread for the weekend forecast, and this is going to be about work, responsibility. This is the self. This is the role you're going to play in all the things that's going on around you. This is family, love and romance, and spirituality, and your connection with Source, the divine, universe, all of creation. Um, I wanted to say that this weekend we are having a full moon. It's a blue moon because it is the second full moon that we're having this month. And that's happening tomorrow, Saturday, March 31st at 7:36 a.m. Central Standard Time. With the exception of I gotta sneeze. Excuse me, 1 second. Ooh, sorry, I had to go off camera to sneeze. There's only twice, so then maybe another one coming. Anyway, at the full moon, it's going to be making a tense aspect to Saturn and Mars, which are conjunct in Capricorn. Uh, what I think this is there's going to be something that probably comes up to where there's a need for you to, in order to feel emotionally okay, you kind of want to weigh your options. But I don't. That's not going to happen. This square to Saturn and Mars. Saturn is pushing, and Mars is, pulling Saturn along with it because Mars has got all the gusto, and they're conjunct. So whatever it is that comes up, whatever situation that might come up, external or internal, you're not going to have the time to weigh your options. You're not going to have the chance to make a list of the pros and the cons, even if that's what makes you feel emotionally safe. It's just not going to happen. Moon squaring off, even though it's a full moon squaring off with Saturn and Mars, I think Saturn and Mars, especially with Saturn being in its home sign of Capricorn, has all the power. And the full moon is trying to square off with it. And it's trying to show you clearly because it's a full moon. So, I mean, it's at its brightest. And anything that you haven't been able to see, you can see that clearly under a full moon. But it's a full moon in Libra. And Libra is the diplomat. He's looking for fairness, and he tries to be just, and he likes to balance things. Well, for whatever reason, Saturn and Mars says, not today. Not today. We just got to keep moving. We got to get this done. And that may leave you feeling a little emotionally unsettled this weekend. Here's the good news, though. Because Saturn is involved, even though I forgot to mention, not only is Saturn in its home sign, but Mars is in its sign of exaltation. So, whatever it is that you still have to keep chugging along for, even though you may feel a little unsettled, it's all good. It's gonna not feel all good emotionally, but it actually is because Mars and Saturn are in the best places that they could possibly be, and they're not going to steer you wrong. So, I would just say, knowing this, don't let your emotions get the best of you, because if you do, sitting there trying to weigh it out, and, the pros and the cons and whatnot, you're liable to miss a good opportunity. Let Saturn and Mars do its thing. It'll be fine. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started putting the cards. The first card is the Ace of Cups reversed. So I think this is what I was saying. The Ace of Cups, this is about your emotions, and maybe you're not feeling something in regards to your work or your responsibilities. You just may not be feeling it. If you're a creative person and you've been utilizing your creative abilities, this week you may be maxed out. But a lot of us don't have the luxury of just being able to say, I don't feel like it today, so I'm not going to do it. And I kind of feel like, that's playing a role here in what goes on with your work and responsibilities this weekend. You may not feel like it. You may not be feeling the love for it. But maybe for some reason you have to keep chugging along anyway. The next card is family. Got the Nine of Pentacles. Fam's looking good. The fam is looking good. People feel at peace. They've got everything they need. They're feeling extremely comfortable. And this generally comes as a result of no matter how you're feeling, you keep doing what it is you have to do. Right? So as a result of that, home life, family life is feeling good because you stay true to whatever it is you do, no matter how you feel. And that's still going to be the case this weekend. But you'll feel good at home. You'll feel like you have everything you need. Everything's under control. And after you get done working, you can sit back, read a book, chill outside on the patio, whatever it is you do, garden. I think this would be a great weekend for those of us who are in the warmer climate. You got some, if you got some garden work to do, I don't know why I'm talking about this, but I feel like if it's nice and sunny or whatever it is where you are, this would be a good time to do it. Repot those plants, people. And then chill out and have you some wine, or maybe you don't drink wine, have some green tea, because it's all good. You may not be feeling work, but you're definitely feeling home. Before I pull these cards, let's go ahead and see what role it is that you play in this. Okay. Page of Cups. The Page of Cups. Pages. Pages are the most underdeveloped energy in any particular suit, whether that be cups, wands, swords, or pentacles. But the pages are fresh off the block. So generally, whatever it is that's going on with the page, be it considered negative or positive, it's fresh. And in the upright position, this is, trying to gain a fresh new perspective on everything around you, a fresh new emotional perspective on everything happening around you. Food for thought. There's something that's going to inspire you. Even though it may not be work, there's still some sense of emotional inspiration. And your intuitive insight is, it's fresh. It's something innovative going on with you. Just doesn't seem like it's happening in the work sector. There may be some other area of life that you really charge into emotionally. You're feeling good about it, feeling fresh and revived. I think, again, after you get this work done, you're going to have a chance to really just chill out and enjoy the fruits and feel really good about it. Especially, yeah, enjoying the fruits. Okay, that's what I'm picking up. Enjoying the fruits. And I talked about that actually. I don't know why this just didn't come back up in my mind when I posted the card of the day on Facebook and Twitter. I talked about Venus moving into its home sign of Taurus later today. So I'm definitely getting this enjoying the fruits. Enjoying the fruits. You just finish your work. That's it. Finish your work and you can totally enjoy the fruits. So let's see what's going on in love and romance. Okay. We have got the world reversed. The world reversed. Love and romance. That journey's not over yet. That cycle's not complete. In love and romance, let's see. There's something that's going on that still needs to be worked at in your love relationship. Maybe some of you thought that you were over somebody and it turns out you're not, or they're not over you. Oh, Lord have mercy. Maybe some maybe some of you guys will be finding out with when the moon moves into Libra, which is, other people, one-on-one relationships and in contractual relationships too, that you thought that something was over. You thought that it was completed. You thought that it was done, whether you felt good or bad about that. And then for whatever reason, this comes back up. Mercury is retrograde right now too. So there may be some conversations that need to be had around your love life. For those of you who are single, maybe there's some conversations that need to be had with self, or maybe you'll have some conversations with somebody from your past. Even those of you who are paired up, somebody can always come back from your past. And be careful, because they might be looking like a snack. For those of you who are already paired up, be careful. If somebody comes back to you, they may be looking like a snack, and you may be feeling like, I don't have closure. I didn't get closure. Just be conscious of how you get the closure. Okay, and the last card is the spirituality. This is what we're talking about, love and spirituality. It's the Ace of Swords reversed. The eight of Swords reversed. Eight of Swords reversed. So, wow. There may have been a period of time where you felt like you were kind of stuck in the way you felt about your spirituality. You felt like things weren't coming to you maybe in the way that they once did, or in the way that they should be. And it was causing you some stress and anxiety. Very, very powerful feelings. But with that Eight of Swords reverse, you're coming out of that. If you felt a particular way about how you worship, how you spiritualize, if that makes sense, your spiritual identity, your spiritual power. If you felt anxiety and fear around that, and maybe you felt like you should only be thinking about this one particular way, that goes away. You get out of that trap. You get out of that mental trap. And the information comes flooding in. I really think this retrograde, this Mercury retrograde that we're having, is really helping us out. I just don't feel the negative energy People get a little bit out of shape about the retrograde. I'm not feeling that. I'm feeling like this retrograde is really positive, and I think that this is helping you break out of these mental prisons. And that's going to help you in all areas of your life. It's going to help you get whatever closure it is that you need. It's not time for that to happen yet. You still got to deal with whatever this world card reversed in your romantic and loving relationships is about. Um, all in all, uh, you've got this desire and this inclination to approach all things fresh and new from a fresh emotional perspective. I think this is a great reading. There is definitely something to be worked out at the full moon, and that feeling of that feeling of don't think about it, just do it, with the moon squared Saturn and Mars, like that, like I talked about earlier. No time to think. No time to think. Remember I said you miss an opportunity? If you sat and thought about it too long, no time to think. Looking for some answers to complete, I'm sorry. You're looking for some sort of completion. You're not going to have time to think about it. I know I kind of just really went off the rails on this one, but I started to see a lot, and this is only supposed to be the weekend forecast. And let me shut my mouth. Here we go. We are almost 20 minutes into this. Okay, I hope that made some kind of sense to somebody and somebody gets something out of it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.